The Call of the Wild seemed like it was going to be an interesting film, and it's not necessarily a bad film, but I struggled to watch it largely because of the treatment of the animals. The animals are CGI, they're not actual animals. And I have to say, I don't have a problem with the CGI, it doesn't look bad. In fact, maybe because they look pretty realistic, that meant it was harder to watch. So it's not necessarily that it's a bad film or a bad story, but I really didn't like the experience. This was released in 2020. It's directed by Chris Sanders, written by Michael Green, based on the novel by Jack London, and we have a cast including Harrison Ford and Terry Notary, and it's about a dog called Buck, and Buck is absolutely beautiful. And he's taken from California to the Yukon. This is in the 1890s during the gold rush, and he is put to work as a sled dog. This is not what he was raised for, so it's obviously a very difficult situation and environment, and I really, really struggled to watch it because of the treatment of the animals, the conditions of the animals. I really, really found this to be a horrible experience. And that's not to say there aren't lighter moments or moments where we get to see the animals bonding with the humans and other characters, but it was just a little bit too much for me. And seeing the dogs exhausted, dragging these sleds, and especially with Buck not being raised for that, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it at all. So the narrative works well insofar as the pacing is good, the story makes sense, absolutely no issues there. The characters are well enough written, the performances are good. I don't have any issues with the CGI, but I really didn't like the experience. We have some good editing. Visually, it's a very strong film. So as long as you can look past the aspect focusing on the animals, which is kind of the whole film, it's not a bad experience. Do I recommend it? Not if you're an animal lover. Maybe I'm being overly sensitive, but I am the kind of person who will cry at even animal animations when nothing sad happens to the animals. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I know I'm not alone with that. I know there are other people who just really don't like watching animal films, or at least really struggles to watch them. I do watch a lot of them, but with this one, it was just a little bit too much for me. Do I recommend it? I guess so, because I can't really fault the film itself. There's nothing wrong with it, but I didn't like the experience. Check it out if you're curious. Proceed with caution if you're an animal fan. Ultimately, The Call of the Wild was not a bad film. The story works well, the characters are good, the performances are good, visually it's a strong film, but ultimately, I never want to watch it again.